What is up, people? I am almost certainly real. Back at it again here. Isle of Arrows. Was just kind of thinking about this game. I got some new tactics that I want to kind of try out with pathing a little bit. Got ourselves an interesting start. High ground and dig site. So dig site makes a copy. Go ahead and start. Don't really have to build anything. Well, that is a lot of the exact same pathing thing. So we could do this, and then I could not use the next one, right? This is the same direction. At least I could, I mean, I could use it going this way, but I kind of want to work my way up towards this, right? So what if we do this? I mean, we could go for a wraparound going this way would actually feel decent like that, but that's leaving this area a little bit unused. Like we put the next one there type of thing. I guess we could put the next one there and work our way up this. Leaves us kind of in a weird spot flag-wise, but I think we kind of just have to do that here for now. I think our start's going to look pretty similar. Ooh, that does get us in range of the legacy. I wasn't even thinking about that. I will take, I just think I take materials for now. I don't want to have to think about that if I'm to be honest. And we're gonna put this guy like this. Does leave us in a very awkward position for our flag situation, but not a whole lot to do about that. Thinking about that arrow tower, it's in an awkward spot if I want to dupe it. But it is reasonably, like, to get an additional arrow tower this early is kind of nice. That is bombs when fully surrounded. Do enjoy that, but don't have a great spot for it yet. So this arrow tower got a lot of nice spots for it. The high ground doesn't really make sense yet. Could potentially be good, useful, but we really need to get a flag before that's gonna do a whole lot for us. I think I'm just gonna pop it down in here for now. This is a little bit nicer, but I mean, ideally we would have something a little bit better for that spot. I'm gonna pop it here for now. Statue, where are you gonna go? I don't know yet. Let's go ahead and start. I'll think about that as the wave comes. Boy, I've got the sneezes. Statue. I don't really want to put it in there. I don't really want to put it there either. No, I actually can't even build it there. No, I probably want to have my flag go there if I get it. When I get a flag. Awkward timing on this. Also don't really want to put it there either. Bombs are just super useful though. I'm gonna put it here. Yeah, we'll see about that. That was a little bit unfortunate. I know that that probably seems weird. I don't want to spend like 15 minutes explaining why I did that. So there's a pointy flag. I've got 2 bridges, 2 bombs, so we've got a little bit to play with there. Does this do anything on high ground? No, it doesn't. Could immediately grab that chest. I don't think it's quite worth it. I think I just have to do this. I know it doesn't really get me anything I can place now, but... yeah, I think that's kind of... oh my god. Kind of just what we have to do there. Getting to the point where we have to build soon. Okay, Dart Tower. That'll save us. Path. Definitely not. This, probably not. So what I'm going to try to do is, this is kind of what I'm going to try to do is, even though I don't want to place this one right now, I'm going to try to place this somewhere where I might want it later. I don't know if this is the right tactic, but I was kind of thinking, what if I can have multiple paths happening at the same time? And I'm going to try to get wraparounds where these types of towers can fire multiple times, right? So if I can get the path coming all the way around like this, then these two towers are basically going to be like two towers. Because by the time the enemy makes it all the way around there, there'll be nothing left for it to shoot over that side. So I'm going to basically always try to put down a... let me just roll for that dart. I'm always going to try to put down a tower. I think I'm just going to stick this guy here in the back line. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about trying to get this in a place that can shoot twice. And then what do we got here, pathing-wise? Can do something here like that. This is a little bit stuck, unfortunately. That's a bit of a problem for me. We're going to have to... We got the black market at 10. We might have to roll down on our gold for that. So this probably is going to go there. I don't foresee me, like, I can burn 2 bridges on that and stuff, but we're going to go ahead and place you over here. Ice trap, I will, I think, roll for that. And that high ground potentially becomes very nice if we can get something on it. I think... I could put it in here, right, and get the double coverage. It does also give me a dual water slot. We'll do that. This path is just getting a lot of stuff in it. Like this next thing is going to go in there too. Yeah, but I may be getting a little bit bricked here with the this. Ooh, sweating. Randomly extend the aisle. Not quite what we wanted, but not terrible. I say not terrible, but I think it actually is kind of terrible for us because I don't know that I can place that pointy flag in an efficient location. We do have the black market coming up. So I think I want to go this way, right? That makes the most sense. Like, I want to work towards joining these paths off. I could do this here, and that would be useful, but I think it makes more sense for me to work towards... I'm trying to wrap them... I mean, I kind of have to wrap them around this tower and that high ground as well. That's what I'm trying to do. I think I'm in... Oh, so this is... That's going to give me something I want. I'm probably going to have to burn some water tiles here. This forces me out farther in terms of my wraparound, but it actually does have quite nice coverage. It does burn the bridge, but I think I just kind of have to do that. And factory next for that. Yes. So I can do straightaway from there and then straightaway here, right? Does it make more sense for one of those to be the water tile? Because I can place both of them immediately. I don't think it really matters that much which one is the water tile and which one is not. So let's get my factory down. Place. We'll go ahead and get ourselves a straightaway. That's going to get us in range of this guy again. Hopefully we can get ourselves a nice tower for the dig site and the high ground. I do think I am in a little bit of a low rolling situation. Place, and I didn't look at this. Unfortunately, yeah, that is a situation where we would have to burn a bridge to use that one here, but what about here? I probably can't really place it yet, right? And down here as well, it's not useful. I'd have to use a bomb. Is it worth it using a bridge for that? I think no. I am trying to like basically never... Yeah, so if this is the idea of having like multiple lanes open and potentially, yeah, and getting like this wraparound going, I just kind of always want to place a path no matter what. But I think that that is not happening there. So I'm going to go next here for the arrow. Quarry, interesting. Yeah, that's not bad. But it does, yeah, it means it does mess up this wraparound. I'd either have to burn a bridge or go twice. This, unfortunately, blows up my high ground. This has very nice... Wait, why do I still have... Why do I still have the high ground 1 second. Interesting. So if I move it onto here, will that actually work? So it looks like moving from the, so if I'm on a high ground and then I immediately move it onto another, let's see if it, does it work going that way? Maybe, interesting, dig site. So onto the dig site. Will that actually work? Arrow tower. Okay. All right, well that's maybe a little bit cheating, right? I will actually, I'm gonna hold that high ground. Ideally I can get a cannon for that. I'm gonna take the treasure chest. That was okay, that was maybe a little, we maybe just cheated there. Oops. Well, we're it's a demo, we're bug testing, right? Or maybe that's an intended effect when you have a high ground and a dig site that start next to each other. Quarries, I always have I feel like I never really can use them that efficiently. Like I feel like I just blow up that flag because maybe that's useful later on. There's obviously situations where it would be useful, but like here, right, it's like, oh, okay, I'd kind of like to get rid of that flag, but then I have the quarry down, so it's like, then I'm actually end up being a little bit worse off. I guess that seems useful, opening up a little bit of space next to that lane, and then we've got ourselves a proper flag. That's interesting. Not sure, I think I'm gonna place that kind of down in here, actually, just to open up, maybe just to open up the statue. Get ourselves the ability to build that out would be useful. I'm a little low on space up here. Like we need very specific tiles to make this wraparound fully work, but also I'm feeling pretty confident with the, yeah, maybe we're maybe a little weak until we get this wraparound fully going, but I don't think we're that bad. So can I see what my neck, oh, it's a flag. I think I should act, I was gonna say I should have rolled for that flag just so I could see what was happening next. I think I just continue. It's tempting to buy the 2 paths for 2 gold each, right? I feel like it's just like for 4 gold to get like the guaranteed pathing you want. It just feels so strong. I'm gonna open this up, yeah, for the bombs. I do really like those. But we're very low on income now, which is unfortunate. And I didn't really, out of that, yeah, we got ourselves closer to finishing this wraparound, but we didn't really get ourselves any additional attacking. This high ground is unfortunately going to get surrounded in a way that it's very difficult to place anything other than a single tower that does not have anything else attached to it. Which are actually somewhat rare. You normally get the sort of water end. The water end tower combos. Those are, I want to say, like 20 times more common. I'm gonna take the earnings. Probably just gonna stick this dart tower here, work on that surround, and then, yeah, also just, yeah, can't go there. Reasonably efficient locations for the dart towers. Theoretically, I think if I was to get it to fire somewhere in like here, that would work out. But let's go ahead and start. A little nervous about this one until we get this actual full wraparound, and maybe I made it a little bit too long, but yeah, we had that legacy tower I was trying to work up towards as well at the same time. And unfortunately here, I think we need a lot of the same tiles. All right, I want a corner, straight corner, so I need a, yeah, you know what, there is actually multiple tiles that'll work in both of those locations, so I think that's actually not as bad as it looks. This is gonna be kind of a waste, though. I don't think that we're gonna use this unless I can use it for surrounding the statue. That works, right? Because we can still put something in there. Just, yeah. Do I want to do it this way? Because that only blocks off, that blocks this and this, so it doesn't block that. Then, no, I don't think there's ever going to be anything I really want to put in there, right? Maybe there is? I don't know why, it just feels like having that next to that corner feels like worthwhile, but I don't know that that's even true. Okay, well, let's go ahead and start. Then we've got an ice tower there. We kind of don't have a great location for it. Probably just gonna put it up, maybe up here, sort of in range of eventually the high ground and that legacy tower. Getting a little bit close there. So that, yeah, that works for us. That's one of the paths, and then we need a straightaway. I might roll down for it. Oh, interesting. So the water doesn't actually, okay, that gives me a double water, so we'll place it like that. But yeah, I guess the ice effect doesn't get blocked. You know, it'd be cool if this froze the water, like the water ended up getting frozen and then I could like use it as land. Wouldn't that be a cool mechanic? And I think I'm gonna roll for this here, and I would really, 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 really love to get some stuff going here. So this next. So there's a straightaway. That works for us. That high ground, yeah, unfortunately, we did sort of block it in. So you're gonna come over this way. See, at this point, I don't know that I really care about making this too much longer. We do have 2 bombs. Low key, oh no, that arrow is up on high ground. I was gonna say is I might actually blow that arrow tower up if we get ourselves some. If we got a cannon, I would actually consider blowing up that arrow tower for the high ground cannon. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Let me just do that. We'll just get our bombs there, and then I'm gonna next for this. Unfortunately, does put us in the position of being below that income spot. Not sure where that arrow is gonna go. I think the arrow is just probably gonna go up in here. We will lose 1 life. Thank you. I always try to be pessimistic. I feel like that increases my chances of actually getting the money. Just going, I think just in here. Might as well place it like this, right? Yeah. There we go. I think I'm just gonna stick at that 10 income. You know what? I think we're probably okay here. So does it make sense to do this? I'm gonna say no, because there's actually multiple other paths that I could get. This is getting long enough to the point where it's like, I don't know that I actually care that much to. We also have another really great spot here. I'm gonna place that. I don't know that I care to actually make that any longer. Like, it would be nice, but like, we're not gonna wrap around all the way again. So I don't know that there's a whole lot. I would like to get this filled in so this guy kind of has better uptime. Let's go ahead. Let's next. We can work on a wraparound slot in here, probably. That would be a very quick one to drop down. This area, I feel like maybe I filled in a little inefficiently. And I will next. Once more, that path does not really work for us. We will place it, I guess. Yeah, I like leaving this spot open just in case statue eyes and whatnot. Place ice trap. We could get a nice trap going over on this side. Maybe. Let's stick at that 10 gold mark though. Yeah, I don't know how well this worked. I mean, we got that high ground, which was very nice, and the cloning of the arrow tower. To be fair, we don't have any spikes or cannons, or snipers, which is definitely not the greatest RNG. But I kind of like this idea of having multiple paths, like having 2 paths and then working towards joining them up. I think that fairly largely increases that path's not really going to work too well for us, I don't think. Are we close to the next? I feel like I said I was going to place this somewhere and then I kind of forgot where. That's okay. What about up here? The legacy tower? I don't know that does a whole lot for us. This area's already got enough. I mean, I wouldn't mind having this, but I'm not going to blow 2 bombs on it. Is there a place I can only burn 1 bomb for it? Not really. I mean, kind of there, but I don't think having frost, I don't even know if it works on the final area, but I don't think it makes much sense. There's not very much coverage of that. Like, I'm weirdly tempted to just not place this. Because I think here, just like, it doesn't do anything for me, really. And if I get like I might want to place a bomb tower there if I was to get one that was connected to water. Although, it would be tempting to get rid of the legacy tower for a bomb tower in there. Or for a spike in here, I would consider nuking my legacy tower. I'll put one up here. Let's go ahead and start. Or, no, let's roll. So there's another arrow. This guy, I don't think we're going to be able to use. I mean, I could put it like this. That kind of makes sense. You know what? Let's do that because that leaves us this spot here. I can immediately drop something for like a statue or monument, anything that needs to be fully surrounded. But yeah, definitely gonna have to play a little bit more. I think on longer maps, having multiple paths makes more sense. I think like the final game, is there gonna be like 40 waves, something like that? I'm not sure. Because we are only up to wave 25, and I wanna say that is slightly above half. We do have an immediate bomb. All these spots are not, I don't think are worth like, I don't think it makes sense. I think the arrow and legacy do the same damage, but I'm not sure. I don't think it makes sense to actually blow up my legacy for that. Although would be an absolutely insane. I would definitely blow up my legacy for a bomb tower though. And let's, I think, just fill in here. Because I do have this spot open for a monument / whatever. Next, we got a flag. Interesting. So we're coming up on the... So that path is useful for me. We're coming up on the thing is this is kind of long enough already. I don't really need to connect all that. Got ourselves an excess of flags now, I feel like. I guess I'm just gonna place it over here. But not sure. Yeah, so the next round we're gonna get that new lane coming up, and I'm gonna have to build there a little bit. I'm feeling kind of okay about this lane. I do think that I really need to get, or I'd really like to get a spike or a bomb in a decent location. Interesting, this arrow like this. I do kind of want to work my way around there. Garden is next. Okay, let's do this. Garden, I'll just slap up over here somewhere. There's an ice trap, interesting. Ice trap, I guess, goes in here, gets me double coverage. It's a nice place for a tower, though, as well. It's the thing. We got ourselves lots of bombs and bridges still going. Sure, let's just place that next. We'll be fine for, I think, the first 2 waves here, but we do eventually, like, I'm going to have to potentially roll down for a tower here. A little nervous about this. We do have our darts here in the back line. Yeah, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Okay. Yeah, that felt very confident. Yeah. I mean, we do have quite a lot of arrow towers. And to be fair, we actually, so we messed around a bunch to like bug this high ground, but we still have not used the actual high ground. And I think this actual high ground is like better placement than my like, oh, I'm going to mess around and bug this. But whatever. Come over here. Thank you. Place. I do really want to get another tower going here. Okay, so there's an arrow tower. Very lovely. Unfortunate, that's a perfect tower to put on that high ground too, in terms of not having anything attached to it. What do I do? Do I do this or do I do this? I kind of want to put my arrow tower here, if I'm going to be honest. So I think I'm going to do this. Then I'm going to next for this. Market Square. So that's a black market as soon as it's fully surrounded. Interesting. What do I want out of the black market? Is there anywhere I can place this where I can fully surround it sort of like one later? Like I can drop down one tile? Not really, right? I don't know that I actually want to go right into the black market right now. But we are doing that. So I can do this. Place. The flag at 4 is kind of expensive. That gives that tower there pretty insane uptime. And then let's just go ahead and start. I don't think that really matters. I do kind of want to get this filled in here. I'm feeling much more confident here about this side lane. The side lane always makes me a little, I don't know why. It's just a very unknown thing. Because this lane, like, I can watch it and I learn a lot about the lane and like have some ideas about what's gonna make me lose. But this lane here is just always like a little bit of an unknown. Dart tower randomly spawn a fishing hut. Like, how is that a bonus card, right? Like, does that not feel like that there's like randomly spawn a bomb tower and it's like, okay, I'll take that. Like, maybe, right? Early on, I think randomly spawn a bomb tower is decent because it's like more likely to get placed somewhere that's useful. But I will take a dart tower. Would be tempted to take materials. I will put the dart tower here. This is just kind of our single target type thing, and I'm feeling like that might end up being okay. So this path, I do kind of want to get this stuff connected, but I don't think I can use that, right? Not really, no. We can, however, use that there, and let's go ahead and start. Yeah, we're leaving that high ground unused a little bit. Maybe that's just the game getting us back for abusing the bug there. A little bit of a dig site high ground combo. I don't know what the probability of getting a dig site next to a high ground is, but it feels like that's probably incredibly low. Considering, like, I feel like most games I don't see the dig site. I feel like I usually run into one high ground. What am I doing with this? I don't think it really matters. I should probably work on getting another wraparound going. I'm just gonna extend that out. And, ooh, high ground. I will next for this. A cannon tower. So we're gonna blow up our founder's tower, I think, for that. I really hope we do not lose any life right now. I'd get a little pissy about that. But yeah, I think you, Legacy Tower, are going bye-bye. And I'm going to put the cannon up on that high ground. Yeah, we got 2 darts here in the back line. Okay, that felt pretty confident. Dart towers reload ammo faster. I don't think that that matters that much for me. Like, this one might be able to get an extra shot off. I'll take extra bonus. Look at the next 3 tiles. So this lets me... So earnings lets me roll through 2 tiles, right? I'm going to do that. Wait, what? Oh, because I'm getting 2. Okay, yeah. I actually have a shit ton of bombs. Otherwise, I would normally get that. My next 2 tile refreshes, that's like 4 gold. I don't mind 2 randomized traps. I'm just going to kind of take that. Let me look at the map. So I want this. Fishing huts is like 2 gold. I'm just going to discard this. I'm also going to discard this because I just... That path is kind of useful, but I'd rather get a tower. And let's go ahead and continue. Mr. Cannon Tower. Yeah, I think that that is worth... I'm sorry, Legacy Tower. You served your purpose. And I will next for this. There's another... You know what? That's kind of funny is this Cannon Tower. Okay. Well, whatever. We're not going to talk about that. That Cannon Tower I could have placed without blowing up my... my whatchamacallit. Market Square again. I don't think the Market Square I really care for anymore, but let's go ahead and start 23. I think I'm going to build... I want to get another tower going here in this wave. The fact that we just got 2 cannon towers, one of which is high ground, makes me feel like we are pretty okay here in this top lane. Especially because this is not only on high ground, but it's actually on high ground where, like, it actually gets to wrap around. And then this just has pretty decent coverage as well, right? It's not like that cannon tower is in a bad spot by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah. The fact that our darts are not even getting used there makes me feel pretty good. Market, I don't know. Yeah, I don't really care. Whatever, place. Next, I don't have the gold for that. A touch nervous about this lane. I maybe should, you know what, I probably should have put this bomb over here in this lane. But this is just such a nice spot for it. I was like, ooh, what a beautiful bomb location. I think I'd like to get another dart for this last lane, if we could. Potentially an arrow. We have some decent arrow locations. So we do have, yeah, we do have some bombs left. I think I made it a little bit far. Almost got to my dart towers there. Alrighty. Not gonna get ourselves a... No, I can't. I was gonna say, can I fill in the market square? And I don't think that it even matters, right? Because I couldn't buy anything even if I could. So we'll see how this does here. This bottom lane. I think we're okay here. Those darts go off. Yeah, that was kind of easy. And then I think we're feeling pretty confident. So we weren't skipping cards. You have to skip bonus cards to get any kind of a high score. But I just wanted to try out this kind of pathing idea where we try to build this wraparound like this, where these towers are effectively like doubled, right? And kind of build it by building like 2 lanes together. That was kind of the idea. How did I not... Wait, did I lose a life at some point and I didn't notice? Or did I just forget that I lost my life? I felt like that should have been like a 600 plus. But anyways, yeah. So a lot to think about. I do think that that is probably going to be the way to go, is to try to like build paths together, right? Because it kind of doubles the amount of useful tiles for you that you can get for the pathing, right? So you don't have to discard something as often because you have kind of a bunch of different places you could be building from. Anyways, yeah, thank you guys for watching. This is the demo of Isle of Arrows. I will have a link in the description. Would recommend checking it out. It is free, as it is a demo. I think the game is coming out later this year. Have a great day. Please like, comment, and subscribe.